It is fully packed here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham, and we're going old school tonight. The brown. It's the brown box.
This bout is scheduled.
All the seats have been taken, and these athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Good counter right hand again. Nice job by him to block that jab. He just misses with that jab. Nice counter. That punch lands. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments. Perfect punch. Neither man really defending themselves. Joe Louis in one of the all-time greats. Joe Louis is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now, they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go, because you know they're on shaky legs. They're a nuts here away from getting stopped.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little switch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
He blocks the right uppercut. Looks.
One, two, three, 4, 5.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. They both want a knockout, you can tell. The final 10 seconds of the round. Joe Louis in trouble. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the... There's the bell to start round 3. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes the night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Looks like this fighter did not work on defense this training camp. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. He threw the hook, didn't land. Joe Louis just got caught. How did they not go down? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Looks absolutely exhausted. What are they going to tell him in the corner?
There's the bell for round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder. Pretty close fight here in this round. And he fails to score with that left hook. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Oh, and Joe Louis is hurt. The Brown Bomber goes to the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Let's see how... Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a...
Joe Louis in trouble. Look at him try to fight his way out of this. He might just want to hold on and play some defense. Somehow weathered the storm. The Hall of Famer Joe Louis is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
We are live at the CompuBox Academy. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time now for our tale of the tape. So here is Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of Saul Canelo Alvarez, a 4-division multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time. Showtime. Shawn Porter, the 2-time welterweight champion of the world, born in Ohio.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
So much hype surrounding. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got his gloves up to block the left jab. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. And he misses with the left uppercut. Good counter punch. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Great counter right hand there. Good counter left hand there. And he just missed with that left jab. Nice job landing that left counter punch. He blocks that jab. Got out of the way of that right hook. Both men step back for just a moment. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Beautiful counter shot. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
That's it. Start just stick. Yes, I like that round. Good round. Feel good? Good man. Great one. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear and he'll start tiring out.
And there's the bell for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. That counter shot lands. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. They exchange punches. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
Ronda Rousey once told me when she gets into a fight, her mentality was minimum effort, maximum efficiency. Counter punching from both these fighters. Nice counter shot. This has been a very competitive round between these two. Catch and shoot. There's a counter shot. Why aren't they defending? Why sit in the pocket when your punches are this slow? Perfect punch. Neither man really defending themselves. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Absolutely knackered, mate. He's knackered. Get behind your jab and then let your shots go. Don't let him get back into this fight. Back into the fight. Don't let him get that confidence. He's going to be stressing about his gas tank now. Keep whacking.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
You can't score with that uppercut. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. He missed with that jab. In these middleweight type of fights, Johnny, you're obviously not going to see the speed you see in some of the lighter divisions or the power you see in some of the heavier divisions, but you sort of get the best of both worlds.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Okay, I'm happy. Like that round. Good work, you thinking. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense and then what you do.
Here we go to the 4th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice exchange here from both men. shots, even if they land, are going to do no damage. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job. What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. And he misses with that jab. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Relax, relax. Now, don't wait till the Lord. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Parries away that left hook. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. And he fails to score with that left hook. Fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. After what we saw in that,
he's gone.
On to the sixth round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here. It's defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. From this moment,
Come on.
and there's the bell for round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He gets out of the way of that left hand. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
A very competitive round here so far. He parries that left jab away. He blocks the hook. Uh-oh, Porter! Porter just took a big shot and down he goes!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely.
Time out.
Well, this fighter has been down.
I love that. I love that.
And there's the bell for round 8. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Which fighter will say no mas? We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. And there you have it. Lights out. Down he goes. It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Accuracy, power, punch perfect. That must hurt.